Hey guys, this is Heather from HealthyEatingStartsHere.com. Okay, I'm sitting outside today and I am right beside a very busy harbor, so I apologize if there are sounds of float planes, boats, people talking, seagulls, all that kind of fun stuff, but it was just too nice a day to be inside. I'm on the west coast, by the way, in BC in Canada, and am loving it. All right. So today, in honor of feeling awesome, I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite healthy foods that makes me feel awesome when I eat it, and that is quinoa. Okay, some of you have probably heard of quinoa. Some of you maybe haven't heard of quinoa, and it's a very special food because it cooks like a grain. So you'll often hear me calling it a grain and other people calling it a grain, but it's not actually botanically in the cereal grain family. So it's not related at all to wheat, spelt, rye, barley, any of those things. It is a seed, technically. The main thing that always gets talked about when you mention quinoa is that it's a complete protein. So that's actually usually where people stop when they're talking about the nutritional benefits of quinoa, is that complete protein idea. And that's awesome, but there are so many more awesome things about quinoa. So one is that it's full of B vitamins, and B vitamins are ones that give you energy. They help convert the food that you eat into energy, so they're awesome to always get more of. It also has a ton of minerals, especially iron, magnesium, manganese. Those are sometimes hard to get from plant foods and maybe hard to get in general as well, especially from a high quality source that your body is going to use easily, and quinoa is a good way to do that. It also has vitamin E, and it might not have a lot in terms of the actual milligrams, but it has a good mix of the different kinds of vitamin E. So that's kind of a very brief overview of all of the nutritional awesomeness that is quinoa. Quinoa is so awesome that the UN's Food and Agricultural Council actually named 2013 the International Year of the Quinoa. I think that's pretty cool. Celebrating all of the health benefits and also the impact that it has on biodiversity. So the South American farmers that have kept quinoa growing over the centuries have really helped to maintain quinoa's integrity, and it's kind of like an heirloom kind of food. Okay, so I wanted to show you what quinoa looks like. For those of you who have never seen it, you can buy it in packages or you can buy it in bulk, and it kind of looks like sesame seeds when you buy it. So there's quinoa. And when it cooks, it gets a nice spiral that comes out of it. So it's really, really nice. What I love about quinoa is that the texture is so light and fluffy that for someone who is used to eating white rice, this is a very healthy way to get whole grains while still having that nice, light, fluffy texture. Because brown rice can get a little bit heavy sometimes. Plus, quinoa cooks really, really quickly. All you do is put 1 cup of quinoa with 2 cups of water and a pinch of salt, bring it to a boil, keep your lid on, and then turn it down to simmer for 20 minutes and it'll be cooked. That is so nice and quick, and while it's cooking you can chop up your veggies and then eat them together with a nice dressing. Or some other things that I love to do with it are to toss quinoa into a salad. Quinoa tabbouleh is one of my favorites, with fresh parsley and cucumber and tomato and some lemon juice. So, so delicious. I also like throwing it into soups. Either cook it in the soup or cook it in advance and then just throw it into the soup. You guys have probably all seen my quinoa cookies that I love, and I also like to put it as a porridge for breakfast. Okay, so there is no shortage of recipe ideas for quinoa. It's becoming more popular, so people are making more recipes with it. Plus, it's getting easier to find in your grocery store, so keep an eye out for it, and keep an eye out for some recipe ideas that you might enjoy. Then, if you want something super, super special, check these out. I first saw them when they were featured on Vegan Cuts as their weekly deal. Quinoa Decadence bars. Now, you all know me that I am not usually into bars and things like this, but when I looked at the ingredients, it's just super nutritious stuff. It's sweetened with coconut nectar, which is a low glycemic, unrefined sweetener, and then it's got almond butter, chopped almonds, and they add chia powder, which is an amazing source of omega-3 fatty acids. It's got quinoa crisps, which is just puffed quinoa, sprouted quinoa flour. And when you sprout quinoa, it unleashes even more of the nutritional benefits, so that's really awesome. And then this one has cocoa butter, brown rice protein powder, so an extra hit of protein for those of you who want that. And this one is flavored with cinnamon cassia powder, which is the true version of cinnamon. There are two kinds of cinnamon, and this one is the true one that's loaded with antioxidants and all kinds of other nutritional benefits, and a little bit of cayenne powder. And this is actually my favorite flavor. Those of you know that I am not that into spicy foods, but this one just has a nice light spice, and cayenne is a bit of an appetite suppressant, so it can help you from overindulging. Because that's the one thing that I would say. These things are so yummy, and they are loaded with lots of nutritious stuff, so it's hard to stop yourself from just keeping on eating them. Now, that alone sounds awesome, but these are also dipped in pure dark chocolate, so it gets even better. And their tagline for them is intelligent indulgence, which I think is a perfect description. It is an indulgence because it does have sweetener, and it's not the kind of thing you want to be, eating 10 of in a day, but it's loaded with super nutritious stuff like the quinoa, like the chia seeds. So it's a great way to get some healthy stuff into you in a really super tasty package. Okay, the last thing I wanted to say today is that instead of a recipe this week, I've got something really special planned for you guys. I am going to be doing a live online cooking class for free for all of you guys. It's going to be posted through YouTube, and I'm going to be live streaming on Thursday. What time is it? 4:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe, but I'll keep you updated. And you can check in with me. I'm going to be making a quinoa recipe. I'm going to do a delicious quinoa brunch for you guys. Oh, the other really fun thing about it is that you're going to be able to ask me questions throughout. So there's going to be live chat going on. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for a live cooking class broadcast from beautiful British Columbia.